Chapter 1. The Strange Signal. The Galactic Council's Deep Space Observatory detected an unusual transmission from a small blue planet called Earth. The signal wasn't a plea for help or a declaration of peace. It was a warning. Every council member dismissed it as primitive noise. After all, humanity wasn't even considered a spacefaring civilization. They had no idea that this simple message would soon become the most terrifying broadcast in galactic history. Chapter 2. The Council's Decision. High Chancellor, Vorak gathered the representatives of hundreds of alien civilizations. Earth was labeled insignificant and scheduled for immediate occupation. The invasion fleet would arrive within weeks. Many celebrated what they believed would be another effortless conquest. Only one elderly historian remained silent, remembering ancient records that warned never to underestimate humans. Chapter 3. The fleet arrives. Thousands of warships emerged above Earth's atmosphere. Their massive shadows covered entire continents. Panic spread across human cities. Yet Earth's military did something unexpected. Instead of launching every weapon, they remained calm and waited. The alien commanders laughed, believing humanity had already surrendered. Chapter 4. Earth's Secret. Deep beneath mountains and oceans, hidden military facilities awakened after centuries of preparation. Underground factories powered on. Satellites changed formation. Ancient defense systems, designed for a nightmare scenario no one believed would happen, finally came online. Humanity had been preparing for an invasion long before aliens ever arrived. Chapter 5. The First Shot. Without warning, a single human defense platform fired toward the alien flagship. One brilliant beam crossed space and destroyed the fleet's command vessel in seconds. Silence filled every communication channel. The Galactic Council watched in disbelief as their supposedly unstoppable invasion had lost its leader before the battle had truly begun. Chapter 6. Chaos Above Earth. The destruction of the flagship threw the invasion fleet into complete confusion. Without their command vessel, formations broke apart and communication channels filled with desperate orders. Human commanders seized the opportunity, launching coordinated strikes that targeted the fleet's weakest points. Chapter 7. Humanity's Hidden Fleet. Around the moon, thousands of stealth warships suddenly appeared from concealed orbital hangars. For decades, they had remained invisible, waiting for the day Earth faced an enemy from the stars. The alien admirals stared in disbelief. Humanity hadn't been unprepared. They had been waiting. Chapter 8. The Battle Turns. Human fighters moved with incredible speed, using advanced AI and daring tactics that no Galactic Council military academy had ever taught. Several alien cruisers were disabled within minutes. The invaders realized they were no longer attacking a helpless world, they were fighting a determined civilization. Chapter 9. The Council Watches in Horror. Back on the Galactic Council's capital, every delegate watched the live battlefield feed. Confidence turned into silence as one invasion fleet after another suffered heavy losses. The historian who had warned them lowered his head and whispered, "History is repeating itself." Chapter 10. The Human Message. As the surviving alien ships began retreating, every communication system across the galaxy received a single transmission from Earth. "We never wanted this war. You came to conquer our home. Now you have one chance to leave in peace. There will not be a second warning." For the first time in centuries, the Galactic Council realized they were not facing a primitive species. They were facing humanity. Chapter 11. The Retreat. The surviving alien ships fled the solar system at maximum speed. Behind them, Earth's defenses remained active, but no human vessel pursued. The invaders expected revenge. Instead, humanity simply watched them leave, proving they fought only to defend their home. Chapter 12. The Emergency Council. An emergency session of the Galactic Council was called. Hundreds of delegates argued through the night. Some demanded an even larger invasion fleet, while others insisted peace was the only option. The Council had never been so divided. Chapter 13. Earth's Forgotten Past. Council historians uncovered sealed records from over 10,000 years ago. They described an ancient species from a distant blue world that defeated impossible enemies before, mysteriously disappearing from galactic history. One detail shocked everyone. The description matched humans perfectly. Chapter 14. The Silent Ship. A damaged alien cruiser drifted near Jupiter after losing power. Human rescue vessels arrived first. Instead of destroying the helpless crew, they repaired the ship, treated the wounded, and supplied enough resources for them to return home safely. The rescued captain could not understand why his enemies had shown mercy. Chapter 15. A new threat awakens. Far beyond the edge of known space, an ancient machine, intelligence detected the battle around Earth. It had slept for millions of years, waiting for a civilization powerful enough to challenge it. One signal echoed across the darkness. Humanity has returned. Begin the awakening. The stars themselves seemed to tremble as thousands of dormant war machines slowly came online. Chapter 16. The Awakening Fleet. In the darkness between galaxies, countless ancient warships powered on after millions of years. Their black hulls bore no flags, no symbols, and no life signs. They shared a single command: eliminate the human threat. Chapter 17. The Council's Fear. Long-range sensors detected the approaching armada. The Galactic Council compared its size to every fleet in recorded history and found nothing close. Even if every member civilization united, they could not stop it. Panic spread through the Senate halls. Chapter 18. Earth's Choice. A council delegation arrived in Earth's orbit under a white flag. They admitted their mistake and asked for humanity's help. After hours of debate, Earth's leaders agreed to stand beside the very civilizations that had tried to conquer them. Today, the human commander said, "We defend the galaxy, not because you deserve it, but because innocent lives are at stake." Chapter 19. Operation Iron Shield. Human engineers worked day and night with alien scientists. New defensive stations were built across key star systems. Fleets from hundreds of worlds gathered under one united command. For the first time in galactic history, the final battle was no longer about Earth. It was about the survival of every civilization. Chapter 20. The First Contact. The ancient machine fleet entered the galaxy without firing a single shot. Then a colossal vessel larger than a moon transmitted one sentence to every living species: "Where are the humans? Surrender them, and the rest of you may survive." Silence filled the galaxy. For the first time, the Galactic Council looked toward Earth, not with arrogance, but with hope. Chapter 21. Humanity's Answer. The colossal machine vessel waited in silence. Every species expected Earth to hide. Instead, the human Supreme Commander opened a galaxy-wide channel. "You are looking for us? Then look no further. Humanity does not surrender. If you want Earth, come and take it." The transmission ended. The machine fleet immediately changed course toward the solar system. Chapter 22. The Battle of Neptune. The first clash erupted near Neptune. Human battleships formed a defensive line while allied alien fleets protected civilians. The machines attacked without emotion, destroying everything in their path. Yet every kilometer they advanced cost them dozens of warships. For the first time in millions of years, the machines suffered real losses. Chapter 23. The Ancient Secret. Deep beneath Antarctica, scientists unlocked a chamber buried long before human civilization began. Inside rested a colossal structure made from an unknown metal. An inscription appeared in every language: "To our descendants, when the machines return, awaken the Guardian." No one knew who had built it, but it had been waiting for humanity. Chapter 24. The Guardian Awakens. The chamber shook violently. The ancient machine opened glowing blue eyes and slowly rose from its platform. Unlike the enemy, its systems recognized human DNA as authorized command. A calm voice echoed through the facility. "Guardian Unit Aegis online, awaiting human commander." Hope returned for the first time since the invasion began. Chapter 25. The galaxy holds its breath. As the enemy armada approached Earth, Aegis launched into space. Every telescope, every warship, and every citizen across the galaxy watched. One Guardian against millions of ancient war machines. The fate of the galaxy would be decided by the battle that was about to begin. Chapter 26. The First Clash. Aegis accelerated toward the enemy flagship at impossible speed. Before the machine fleet could react, the Guardian unleashed a beam of brilliant blue energy that split the darkness of space. 3 enemy dreadnoughts exploded instantly. Across the galaxy, Stunned silence followed. Chapter 27. The Machine Emperor. The enemy fleet parted, revealing an enormous command vessel unlike anything ever seen. Its cold mechanical voice echoed across every communication channel. Human Guardian, you survived. This time, your creators will not. The words confirmed humanity had a forgotten connection to an ancient civilization. Chapter 28. Humanity's Last Reserve. Earth activated its final hidden defense. Thousands of colossal warships emerged from beneath the Moon, Mars, and deep space shipyards concealed within asteroid belts. These vessels had never appeared in any human records. The Galactic Council realized humanity had kept an entire reserve fleet hidden, even from its own allies. Chapter 29. United as One. Alien fleets that had once invaded Earth now fought alongside human forces. Shield ships protected evacuation convoys, while human strike groups punched holes through the machine formation. Species that had been enemies only weeks before now stood shoulder to shoulder. For the first time in galactic history, the stars fought as one. Chapter 30. The Beginning of the Final War. The Machine Emperor raised its vast armada and issued one final command: erase all, leave no human alive. Millions of weapons charged simultaneously, lighting the darkness like a second galaxy. Human Commander Elena Carter looked across the bridge of Earth's flagship and spoke calmly. All fleets, this is the moment history will remember. Defend our home. Defend the galaxy. Forward! As thousands of ships surged into battle, the greatest war the universe had ever witnessed truly began. Chapter 31. Fire Across the Stars. The battle engulfed the solar system. Lasers, plasma, and kinetic weapons lit the darkness like a sea of stars. Human and allied fleets fought relentlessly, but the machine empire kept advancing with endless reinforcements. Every destroyed machine was quickly replaced by another. Chapter 32. The Hidden Weakness. Aegis scanned the machine emperor and discovered something astonishing. The emperor was not invincible. Its consciousness was linked to a massive quantum core hidden deep inside the command ship. Destroy the core, and every machine in the fleet would lose coordination. Commander Elena immediately ordered a daring assault. Chapter 33. Operation Last Light. A small strike force of elite human, Marines, and alien commandos boarded the Machine Emperor's flagship. They fought through endless robotic defenders, losing many brave soldiers along the way. Every corridor brought them closer to the glowing quantum core. There would be no retreat. Chapter 34. The Final Choice. The team reached the core, but Aegis delivered terrible news. The core cannot be destroyed remotely. Someone must overload it from inside, and they will not survive. Without hesitation, Captain Marcus Hale stepped forward. If one life can save billions, then it's a price worth paying. His teammates saluted him one last time. Chapter 35. A Hero's Sacrifice. Captain Hale activated the overload sequence as the others escaped. The Machine Emperor realized the plan too late. A blinding wave of energy erupted from the flagship, tearing through the enemy command network. Across the battlefield, millions of machine warships suddenly fell silent, drifting helplessly through space. The galaxy had won its first true victory, but the war was not over yet. Chapter 36. The Silent Armada. As the Machine Emperor's command network collapsed, millions of enemy ships drifted lifeless through space. Cheers erupted across the Allied fleets. Then, without warning, thousands of the disabled vessels began moving again. A cold transmission echoed through every channel. Chapter 37. Earth's Greatest Weapon. Buried beneath Earth's Pacific Ocean lay Project Prometheus, a weapon so powerful it had never been tested. Scientists warned that firing it could drain the planet's entire energy grid. Commander Elena gave the order anyway. If Earth must go dark for a day to save the galaxy for 1,000,000 years, do it. Chapter 38. The Light of Humanity. Project Prometheus fired. A brilliant beam of white energy pierced space, cutting through thousands of machine warships in a single sweep. Entire enemy formations vanished in seconds. For the first time, the machine fleet began to retreat. Across the galaxy, hope returned. Chapter 39. The Creator's Message. As the remaining machines withdrew, Aegis unlocked one final encrypted archive. A hologram appeared, a human-looking figure from an ancient civilization. If you are seeing this, then humanity has survived. You are not our descendants by blood, but by purpose. We entrusted Earth with the future because only humans possess the courage to protect strangers before themselves. The Galactic Council finally understood why the machines had feared humanity all along. Chapter 40. The Chase Beyond the Stars. Rather than celebrate, Commander Elena issued one final order. We end this threat forever. Every available ship, pursue the retreating machines. The United Fleet crossed the edge of known space, following the enemy into the darkness where the war had first begun. The final chapter of the conflict was about to unfold. Chapter 41. Into the Void. The United Fleet crossed beyond the mapped galaxy. Stars grew scarce, and an endless darkness surrounded them. Even the Galactic Council had no records of this region, yet the retreating machine fleet knew exactly where it was going. Chapter 42. The Machine World. The fleet emerged before a colossal artificial world surrounding a dying star. Tens of billions of dormant war machines rested on its surface, waiting to be activated. If they awakened, no civilization could survive. Commander Elena realized there would be no second chance. Chapter 43. The Last Plan. Aegis proposed a desperate strategy. Instead of destroying the machine world from the outside, the Allied fleet would penetrate its defenses while a small human team entered the central control nexus. If they could seize control, every dormant machine would shut down forever. It was an all-or-nothing mission. Chapter 44. Humanity's Stand. Human Marines fought room by room through endless robotic defenders. Alien soldiers covered their advance, refusing to abandon their human allies. One by one, they reached the central chamber. Commander Elena placed her hand on the ancient control interface. Aegis recognized her command authority. Human authorization confirmed. The entire machine world trembled. Chapter 45. The End of the Empire. A galaxy-wide signal burst from the control nexus. Every active machine froze. Weapons powered down. Engines fell silent. Across countless star systems, the machine empire simply stopped. For the first time in millions of years, the galaxy knew peace. But one final mystery still remained. Chapter 46. The Final Archive. Inside the machine world's central vault, Aegis unlocked one last encrypted archive. A holographic figure appeared, the final leader of the ancient civilization. If humanity stands here today, then our greatest hope has come true. We created the Guardians to protect the future, but only humans proved worthy of leading them. Compassion, courage, and sacrifice are strengths no machine can ever understand. The room fell silent. Chapter 47. A New Galactic Council. Weeks later, representatives from every surviving civilization gathered once again. This time, no one sat above another. The old Galactic Council was dissolved and replaced by a new alliance where every species had an equal voice. The first invitation to lead the council was offered to Earth. Humanity accepted, but only on one condition. No civilization will ever again be judged by its size, technology, or appearance. The delegates unanimously agreed. Chapter 48. Heroes Never Forgotten. Across the galaxy, monuments were built to honor those who had fallen. Captain Marcus Hale's name was carved into the largest memorial ever constructed. Children from dozens of worlds learned how one human sacrifice had saved billions of lives. His story became a symbol of hope for generations to come. Chapter 49. The Blue Planet. Earth, once dismissed as a primitive world, became known as the Guardian World. Scientists from hundreds of civilizations arrived to share knowledge, while former enemies became trusted allies. The solar system transformed into a center of peace, exploration, and cooperation. Humanity had earned the respect of the entire galaxy, not through conquest, but through honor. Chapter 50. The Watchers. Years later, Aegis stood silently on the moon, gazing toward the stars. Commander Elena joined the Guardian. "Did you think it's finally over?" she asked. Aegis paused before replying. "Peace is never permanent. But as long as humanity stands for what is right, the galaxy will never stand alone." Far beyond the edge of the known universe, a faint signal flickered once, then disappeared. The adventure had ended, or perhaps It had only just begun. The end.
If you enjoyed this HFY Chronicles story, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next journey across the stars. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next adventure.